We are Steve and Jill.
Together, we've been buying and reselling land since the 90s.
Our data-centric approach leaves our buyers asking, how can you sell it so cheap?
Here on the Land Academy Show,
We answer that and more. Steve and Jill here.
Hi.
Welcome to the Land Academy Show, entertaining land investment talk. I'm Steve and Jack Butala.
And I'm Jill DeWit, broadcasting from sunny Southern California.
Today, Jill and I talk about how to recuperate your Land Academy investment in 60 to 90 days.
That seems crazy.
This is a direct request by our customer service team. Mm-hmm. Because apparently this is, I don't know, usually this is in response to some, Jill has a very successful click open rate on Facebook, and it's usually something that she says or happens that generates this. So I'm happy to listen to Jill explain this title. But before we get in...
Because you don't know what it is? It's a big secret. Don't tell Steve. I'm going to save it for the show.
I know exactly how you can recuperate your initial investment. It's by buying land and selling it for more and doing it quickly and efficiently and without emotion. Before we get into it, let's take a question posted by one of our members on landinvestors.com online community. It's free.
Martha wrote, "Hello, my name is Martha from North Carolina. I'm in the process of starting this business of land investment, and there are a lot of training programs out there." Oh, I'd love to know what people said here. "Can you share your thoughts about this training? Why did you join Land Investors?"
Now she has like 6 questions.
Okay. Are they all in different threads, or is it all in there?
It's all one thread.
Okay. Is it worth the cost of the training for your results? How long was it before you actually started making money? What has been your worst experience, if any? I'm a fashion designer. At least I have been for the last 20 years, and I'm at a turning point, changing careers at age 50, and want to make the right decision as far as a training program goes. Please help. Thanks, Martha. So I didn't see in the comments. Did they have?
There's lots.
Oh, good.
There's lots.
Oh, good.
And they're on both sides. And we used to say this all the time. If you're thinking about joining Land Academy, ties into this. Usually I don't want to sound like a commercial here. I really don't. It's either for you or it's not. And it ties into this topic, which is why I put this in here. But I will tell you this, and I'll answer the question like this. Jill, you feel free to answer these questions individually or not. There's a very, very specific profile of a person who makes it into our advanced group very, very quickly. Here it is. You've owned another 1 or 2 or more companies in the past, or you do now, and you're looking for another line of revenue or another line of income, and you see the value in the marketing that we talked about yesterday. Please go back and listen to yesterday's show, because I think it was really telling about why this works so well. More than 80%, probably 90% of the reason people succeed with this or anything in life, I don't care if it's a brain surgeon or being a great plumber, is because they just don't stop. They don't know when they've been beat. They just barrel through it and come out the other side, and it either works or it doesn't. I'm not sure a fashion designer is the best previous choice to be a Land Academy member.
Unless she owned her own company and she was,
Mm-hmm. Age 50, I think that's only going to help you.
Sure, exactly.
So, but I think that this takes a lot of structure, stick-to-itiveness, put a smile on when everyone around you is crying. But so does owning a convenience store. So does owning any type of business. So This just takes a lot of the risk out of it, and you can do it at home pretty effectively.
Right. So I'm gonna just kind of touch on them real quick here. I'd love to know what people shared. I thoughts about this training. I mean, really, what it is, I'll tell you right now. Our training is start to finish our whole business. That's it. It's like everything you need to know to be a land investor, because we were doing it for years and years before we put this out. That's it. And it's very detailed. We don't hold back. When we say, you had the saying, no stone left unturned, it's true. We didn't hold back. We shared everything about it, the good and the bad, and what you need to be prepared for, like we're doing it right now. Land Investors is our online community. I guess she's wondering why people got into this business, so I can't answer for that other than everybody has different reasons. It's usually around money, or a better life, or they want more time. So usually it's either money, or even if they don't want to make that much money, they just want to not work so hard. Or maybe they want a remote business. There's all kinds of different things that they want to. A lot of people want to spend time with the kids and whatever it is. And well, that's the thing about our business, which is nice. I can work as little as I want or as hard as I want. We have people that are like, I just make, X amount a month. I do X amount of deals. I don't want to work that hard, and it pays for this. Like, good for you. Is it worth the cost of the training for your results? Well, we wouldn't be here 5 years later and have people with us years and years and years.
For years.
That were not true. So we can move right on there.
This show wouldn't be on the air if this didn't work.
Right. You know what? I want to pause real quick for a second and just say thank you. Something came up in the last week or two with our staff, and we're just talking about something. And the discussion went on to how awesome our community is. And whenever there's vague stuff like this, sometimes it might even be in bigger pockets or social media on Facebook or other things. People ask questions. Our community is so on the same page with us, and very quick to, not that we need to be defended, but they quickly jump in like, don't say anything bad about Steve and Jill.
Yeah.
It's really sweet and really cool. Like,
I agree, Jill.
And if you don't get it, we don't want you anyway.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. And so I just wanted to pause and say thank you for those of you. You know who you are, and we really appreciate. We're loyal to you too. It goes both ways. So
absolutely.
Thank you. I mean, maybe that's part of it, because I've had things through the years. If you've been with us for a while, there's things that didn't work out with different affiliate programs that we have negotiated for you as members, and I had to go to. I'm like, this. You are not messing with my people. This is what we agreed upon, and we need this tool or whatever it is. So it goes both ways. How long has it been before you started actually making money? Well, we'll cover that here in a few minutes. What has been your worst experience? Usually it's people. When I talk to people,
Giving up.
Yeah, that's it. It's all up here.
Yeah.
Because we've had not many, but we've had people that have left and came back, and it's just like, I let life get in the way. I'm not doing that again. I'm here. I know everybody says it's not you. It's like a breakup. It's true. It's not you. It's me, and it's true. So, go ahead.
We interviewed a guy yesterday. It'll air next week or a week after that. And I said, hey, why did you join? And he said this, some version of what I'm about to tell you. He read through our stuff, and he said, so wait a second. I can send out 1,500 letters if I do it right. It's going to cost me about $700 or $800 in mail and data. I'm going to buy property for about $5,000 to $8,000 to $10,000, and I'm going to sell it for $20,000 or $30,000. What's the downside? Like, what can happen? Why wouldn't I do that and then just do it times 80? Why wouldn't I do that and do 90,000 letters at the same time? And by the way, I love land, and I've owned my own business. That's if I just described you, and it's just the light switch went off in your head, and you're like, I don't know how this couldn't work and where the risk is. This is what he's actually said. Then this is for you. Mm-hmm. If you're asking yourself questions like, I'm thinking about doing this, and I don't know exactly how this works over here, and I've heard you say that a few times, Steve, and I'm just not sure it's for me. Then it's not for you.
Mm-hmm. And that's okay.
And that's totally fine.
Yeah.
To answer the last question, she says, I want to make the right decision about which training program works.
Oh.
Truth time. Everybody's program sucks. Every single one except Jack Bosch's.
Oh, that's nice of you.
Jack Bosch, I've said this on the air 50 times. Jack Bosch has never been a Land Academy member. He is a native German-speaking person who came here came to America as a code writer, very frustrated. Married somebody from Argentina, so there's all kinds of languages in their house. English is a second language for both of them, and he crushed it. First in the business for years. We've started at the same time, and then decided to teach just like us. Everybody else, every single other program that I know about, the person has been a Land Academy member and kind of just glommed off of us. So Jack's got a different take on it. He's a back tax kind of guy. He does a bunch of stuff that we do differently, but his attitude and his commitment to all of this and his wife are up there with ours. And so they're very different programs. We teach stuff differently. We're data people. They're not, but they're more salespeople. and they're very diverse in what they do from real estate. So I'm just saying, everything else is
That's really cool.
People come to us and they say, I came from XYZ group and you guys answered all the
I
questions.
knew I was missing stuff, and we're like, we're not the first time we've heard this.
Like filled in the gaps.
Yeah.
So I'm not.
Totally.
This episode's going to be sales, I guess.
Okay.
Today's topic: recuperate your Land Academy investment in 60 to 90 days. This is why you're listening. Let's start with how much it costs to join. I guess this is going to be like a sales episode.
Well, hold on a moment. I want to talk about the process. I mean, you want to talk about that? Or you want to ask me questions?
I don't know what this show's about.
Okay.
What is this show about?
This came to me from Amy. And Amy said,
who works for us.
Correct. And, Amy on our staff, who said, this comes up often. I'm talking to people, and I understand that money's tight right now. And they're thinking about making this investment. And they want to know how fast they can get it back. She said, I can explain it, but it'd be great if you could explain it for everybody again, because we haven't talked about it in a while. I'm like, absolutely. So that's why we're here. So I guess, so the best thing you think is to get into numbers? I mean, let's just talk about this. All right, let's truth time.
I think if you have to ask this question, I don't think you're in the right place.
I'm not going to hide from numbers.
No, not you.
Oh.
Jeez, Jill, not you.
Oh.
My gosh, love.
No, I know that, but I mean.
I think if you ask it, if you are talking to somebody on us customer service staff, and you're saying, I really need to recuperate my investment in 60 to 90 days for this to work for me, this is not going to work for you.
Oh, but you can.
Yeah, sure.
But you can't be under the gun. I don't want you to be under the gun.
Most people that are super successful say, hey, I made all my money back on the first deal.
Right.
So it's not even a 60 to 90 days thing. It's like, I made it on my first deal. My first deal happened in less than 30 days. And, and I was absolutely hooked for life at buying property for 10 and selling for 20 and sending mail out to do it.
Right.
That'd be a better title.
Here's what we hadn't talked about in a while, and I want to make sure. We used to say, when you come into this, I want you to have $5,000 to $10,000 set aside.
I think that's a good idea.
That's a good number.
Or access to it with a partner.
Right. I need you to have that money. You need to get in. It's a couple $1,000s for the program. It's under $3,000. I can't remember what it is right now to date. Under $3,000 to get our program to learn everything. And by the way, there's no add-on silliness there that you're going to get to X level or X school or anything you have to do. It's all right there. And I know that's one of the reasons people love us too. You get the whole volume. And it's at your pace too. You get it all at once. I'm not going to drag it out one volume a week.
Truth time. I hate talking about this.
Okay, I do too.
But let's not talk about it.
Okay, so
how
do you want me to
sales
go?
pitch thing.
I do too. So I'm trying to answer
Academy.
the question. Okay.
Don't join if this is a concern for you. Let's end the show. I'm serious.
All right. You can.
Happy you could join us today.
Oh, stop that.
That's how serious I feel about this.
Can I just
We're
say
not
it
teaching
in,
anything.
Can I say it in 2 questions?
We should be teaching like how to buy and sell land, how to do deeds, what are people's concerns, how can you recuperate your costs in 60 to 90 days? I just told you. You learn the stuff. Make sure you qualify yourself before you even join at all.
Have some money. Have money to buy property. Don't have the time to invest in it. Be serious about it. Okay, we'll talk like that. We'll talk the way you like to talk it, and I understand. I don't care what you're doing. How about this? How to recuperate your college investment in 60 to 90 days.
I love this. I love this, Jill, is how she talks to the kids when they don't get it. And I'm telling you, this is like one of the reasons I love you.
Right. All right, I'm going to change this whole title. How to not waste your degree and make it worth it. Number 1, pick a good degree.
That's great.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh my gosh, Jill, that's perfect.
This is not called, I got a business degree, now I need to pay for it. Then don't do
Yes.
that. You should have got an accounting degree where we knew you could get a job right out of school. Or preferably in school.
Okay.
Not PR degree, not art degree.
You are brilliant.
Not thank you. I'm sorry, I'm going to call it out. Don't waste your money. Pick something good. I want you to, and then you're going to go, so let's just say accounting. We're going to use you as an example. Pick an accounting degree where you know what? You could probably get in a job right now while you're in school.
While you're in school.
People need accountants, period. So you're already making your money back.
Engineering.
And then you're going to get out and you could probably, is there certain testing that you have to go through for different levels of accounting? I don't know.
The CPA exam to do taxes.
Thank you very much.
Which I never did.
Okay, but so there's different things that you can do that will probably ensure that you will make more money too by passing and having those licensures or things like that.
Now you're singing my song, man.
Thank you. So now here's one. So you picked accounting, great. Now you make the investment. Stick with it. Don't drop out. Don't flake. Don't take it half seriously. Don't wait for a job to come to you. Go get a job. The sooner you learn about XYZ business, you could start being a bookkeeper for your gardener right now today. I'm not kidding. Even though you're in school learning accounting, anybody would be nuts that couldn't afford their own accountant or didn't have a lot of money to say, hey, I pay this guy while he's in school right now. He only charges me X as he's learning stuff. My business is getting better and I don't have to do it. That kind of a thing.
This is true with everything. If you're going to go to medical school and ask yourself how long it takes to recoup the cost of being a medical doctor, and it's grossly changing that question, and the answer is grossly changing what you specialize in because it's a money thing for you, you're going to suck as a doctor and you're going to fail at it.
Oh, you're only picking the one that pays the most money. You hate it.
Yeah.
That's true. I want you to pick something.
And that goes with all this, like trade schools and plumbing and everything.
It's true.
So this is a terrible question and a terrible title.
Yeah. If you hate to get dirty, you shouldn't be a contractor or whatever.
Exactly.
You're not good at math. You shouldn't be an architect. You shouldn't be an accountant. You're great at writing.
How long does it take you to recoup the cost of your wedding?
Huh. Oh, now we're going to a different level.
You can never recoup the cost of it because you think it's worth it.
Hold on a moment.
So recuperating your costs in any type of education like this or anything you spend, how long does it take to recuperate the cost of the next vacation you're going to take?
You won't.
Or raising a child?
Well,
this is a ludicrous question.
This is true. Are you feeling okay now?
I wrote it. I
know.
put this all together and it hit me while you were kind of selling it. I'm like,
are we going to sell this? Are we going to air this show?
Hell yes.
Okay, good. I'm making sure.
If we have to explain, this is like the first year of Land Academy. This is how all the shows were.
Yeah.
And Jill's like, you got to stop it. To me. If we have to explain the benefit, the direct, most of the other shows we're answering land questions and talking about land deals.
You're right.
But if we have to explain Land Academy to you, it's not for you.
You're right.
In fact,
I'd like you to right now
choose another podcast.
Do you know when the judge says you're right? Strike that question, that last question, and strike that. I want you to strike the beginning of the show. Strike like you shouldn't be here. Like, what's her name, Martha? You need to be here for the right reasons. I'm not here to sell you, and I won't sell you. By the way.
That said, I am really happy you could join us today. 5 days a week. You can find us right here on the Land Academy show. And what's more than that, I can promise you there will not be another show like this ever. Tomorrow, the episode on the Land Academy show is called Staying Involved with a Professional Grade Land Investment Group. You are not alone in your real estate ambition.
He had to cut me off. Did you catch that? He's cutting me off.
You cut me off. I need to be cut off way more than you.
Oh. It's okay. I'm okay if I need to be cut off.
No, I mean, well, okay, for every time you do, it's probably 20 for me.
You're good. Thank you for tuning in. We hope you find our content valuable, and we do appreciate your support. That part is all sincere. It's all sincere. That's who we are. By the way, if you haven't already, please check out our YouTube channel and hit the subscribe button.
And your comments and suggestions help us create the type of content that you're here for. Hitting the like button on your favorite episodes helps us to support our channel's algorithm and gauge your interest for future shows. You know me. It's all about the data.
We are Steve and Jill.
Information
and inspiration
to buy undervalued property.